Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the Common Sense Crypto channel. As with you always, this is Rich doing another video today on XRP. So I hope you're all having a wonderful day today, wherever you are in this great, great world. We're going to talk about XRP. I'm going to start with this. Patience is key with XRP, just a little longer. And patience is key in crypto in general. If you don't have the patience to come into crypto and invest in it, you will lose money. Once you become impatient, you will sell and most likely sell at a loss. Right now is the easiest time to invest. I said it multiple times. You buy into these utility cryptos such as XRP, XLM, XDC, the ISO coins, maybe a few others that have true utility and use case. All you have to do is sit back, be patient, wait, and you will get rich. You will definitely make money. Just in order to have a contract, you have to have two parties, no matter how the SEC wants to spin the facts. Brad Garlinghouse said that. And here's the thing, we're going to talk about the SEC lawsuit. I'm going to point out what Johnny Deaton said, because a lot of people are really going overboard saying, settlement is already done. It's all wrapped up. People believe that when people say that. So they start looking into it and then they get discouraged because they realize it's not over until the judge rules on it. So I want to point out what Johnny Deaton released today. So let's take a look. Will the judge agree with Ripple? No one discredits the SEC and its arguments more than me. But if people think it is a foregone conclusion that Judge Torres is going to wholeheartedly adopt the argument articulated in Ripple's summary judgment motion, you are likely overconfident. Overconfident. You have to remember there are two separate summary judgment motions. You also have to remember that the rule 56.1 undisputed facts and the testimony and evidence gathered during discovery has yet to be unsealed. Therefore, a complete legal analysis is impossible at the moment. But focusing only on Ripple's motion, I see many people saying the judge will definitely agree with Ripple. Claiming that the SEC can't prove XRP is a security is very different than saying the judge will completely agree with Ripple's arguments for summary judgment. We all know XRP is not a security. Gary Gensler himself has said in the past XRP is a cryptocurrency, but we have to wait and see how the judge rules on this. One of my first comments about Ripple's motion was it was written for the Second Circuit or above. Ripple is claiming before you apply the Howey test, there must be an underlying contract between the buyer and seller. So let's review the premises language used in Howey. An investment contract for purposes of the Securities Act means a contract, transaction, or scheme whereby a person invests his money in a common enterprise and is led to expect profits solely from the efforts of the promoter or a third party. So, in other words, what they're saying is when you invest in XRP, that you already expect profits. But I think the only people that truly hurt us in this whole thing is the SEC. Go back to December 2020 when XRP was plummeting very fast because the SEC chose to take Ripple to court. Thus, the SEC will argue the plain language of Howey. They will cite to cases that apply this plain language. The SEC will argue the law does not require an underlying contract. The plain language reads an investment contract is a contract, transaction, or scheme. Emphasis on or. You can read Howey on cryptolaw.us. Howey also says an investment contract thus came to mean a contract or scheme for the placing of capital or laying out of money in a way intended to secure income or profit from its employment. In other words, that we expect returns. In short, since Howey, some cases focus on the or part of the test, a contract or scheme, the SEC will focus on proving a scheme included XRP's creation, all of Ripple's efforts creating value for XRP, including creating a secondary market for XRP, all part of a scheme. Now, I don't think Ripple is going to lose this case in any way, but I'm pointing out the fact that a judge still has to rule on this. I'm only telling you what the SEC is likely to claim. It doesn't mean I agree with it or that it will be successful. Sometimes when I articulate the SEC's argument, some people misinterpret it. Yeah, Johnny Deaton's not saying that the judge is going to rule this way. He's just pointing out what could happen. That's why I'm showing it to all of you. But in order for the judge to agree with Ripple's argument, she will have to agree that her well-respected colleague, Judge Castle, was wrong in Telegram because Judge Castle, in his decision, in part, focused on a scheme, even though, ironically, Telegram involved actual contracts. This is why I said Ripple's motion was written like an appellate brief to the Second Circuit or the Supreme Court. Ripple's motion focuses, as it should, on the Second Circuit because all of the Second Circuit cases since Howey involved actual contracts, according to Ripple's brief. It may be a tough sale to Judge Torres to agree 100% on the underlying contract requirement, and that scheme only applies after you find a contract. I do think the motion is a winner with the current Supreme Court, and maybe the second. It's possible Judge Torres agrees with Ripple, so it can still have a very good outcome. I don't think Ripple is going to be deemed a security. We have to wait and see how the judge rules, though. Now, Judge Torres could disagree with Ripple's argument, but still find for Ripple, so they could still win even if the judge disagrees with this. So she could reject the underlying contract theory, but apply Howey and say Ripple wins summary judgment because the SEC cannot meet the common enterprise prong of Howey. The opposition brief will say a lot. And again, so the case looks good, but until the judge actually gives a ruling, this case isn't over. Like a lot of people are telling people all over crypto Twitter, this case is done and settlement incoming, getting people hyped up. I just wanted to share this with you because Johnny Deaton's a very smart guy, and he knows exactly what could and could not happen in the case. That's why I wanted to share it with you. Now, I feel 100% that the SEC is totally wrong in this case because I never watched Ripple's marketing video ever, didn't even think it existed. And I've said that multiple times in other videos. Most of you never seen it either because honestly, we got into XRP for one reason and one reason only, to get rich. And I believe we're still headed there. We are going to get there because a liquidity crisis is coming. And again, some major event can come before the judge even gets a chance to rule. Then Michael Barr could step in and change the whole outcome of all of this because Ripple will be needed to fix that liquidity crisis. The people out there know Ethereum is still broken. The same goes for the lightning slow network of Bitcoin. But the deciding factor in all of this, they know XRP will be running the planet, handling trillions of dollars a day, with transactions reaching a staggering warp 10. And here's the thing, right there is why I bought into XRP. 1,500 plus transactions per second. Look at the rest of the market. No one is doing this. Only XRP. And we know Rosie Rios has said the train has left the station. I will say it again because that solidifies it for me. That's saying it's already written. This is going to happen. It's just a matter of time. That's why patience is a key right now. Meantime, XRP whales move massive batches of crypto, sending $130,650,000 in flurry of transactions. In less than 48 hours, Whale Alert reported 6 transactions totaling 263 million XRP. So they must know something we don't know yet. Maybe they see something that's coming. I don't know. The program director of this Australian CBDC pilot project is a former Ripple executive, Dilip Rao. And we know these CBDCs are coming. Every single country is building them right now, getting their digital currencies ready, because something major is about to happen. I believe it's going to be a liquidity crisis. All of a sudden, XRP comes in, moving all the world's money. At that point, we will all become very rich. Just be patient. Wait it out. It's coming. With that said, I'm going to wrap up today's video. I want to thank you all for watching. We'll see you in the next one. Have a great night.